Good morning, everyone. In today's class, we are going to see the basic parts of speech. In the previous class, we had started with writing skills, which are a very important part of written communication, and we had seen what are sentences, what are phrases, what are clauses, how many types of sentences are there, and we did an exercise also. So today we are going to see the various parts of speech. Basically, our English grammar contains these basic parts: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. We will be seeing each one of them in detail. First, we'll see each one of them in brief, and then we will be dealing with each of them in detail. First, nouns. Nouns are words that refer to a person, place, thing, or idea. So, nouns are basically those words which refer to any kind of thing, a person, name of a place, idea, or any state, any action, okay, or any quality. These are naming words. For example, Ashoka was a wise king. Now, talking about Ashoka was a wise king, in this, what should be your noun? So, I'll just point out the noun here. Ashoka is a noun, king is a noun. Similarly, Kolkata is situated on the Hooghly River. Kolkata, Hooghly, and river, these three are nouns. The word thing includes all objects that we can see, hear, taste, touch, or smell. That is, all those types of things. Any object is anything tangible which we can touch. Something that we can think of but cannot perceive by senses. Like this is the first category, which consists of tangible things. The second category consists of intangible things, like the abstract one, which represents an idea, a quality, or a state. So, basically, when we talk about this, we have, if we talk about intangible objects, they basically consist of any state, any emotion, any quality. So these are the things which are represented when we talk about any kind of abstract object. So you can see the marked words, these are nouns. Second is adjective. An adjective is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun. So those words which add something to the meaning of a noun, they are known as adjectives. Like in this particular example, he is a brave boy. See this? He is a brave boy. Give me the dress with a red border. So in these sentences, what you can see is brave is an adjective because it describes the noun. It describes the noun. Whatever the noun is, what kind of a boy are we talking about? Brave. Okay. Give me the dress with a red border. What type of a border? A red border. So this red word, it actually describes the noun over here. There are 20 boys in this class. So we'll see this. There are 20 boys in this class. when we talk about this, you can see 20 is the adjective. How many boys? There are 20 boys. So normally we will be covering the different types of adjectives. There are many different types of adjectives. Here in this case, this can be considered as adjective of quantity or number or quantity. So this is what we saw. This is also an adjective, and mostly this is considered as a demonstrative adjective. Which class? This class. 20 what? 20 boys. Next is a pronoun. Words used instead of a noun are known as pronoun. Like John is absent because he is ill. So over here I will just describe it. John is absent because he is ill. Suppose I write it like this: because John is ill, John had been missing his classes for almost a week now. John's mother is very worried about him, about John. So over here you can see that several places I have used John. I made a mistake. I'll do one thing. So we find here John. The word John is repeated how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So multiple times, 6 times the name has been repeated. Instead of this, if I simply replace the nouns multiple times, like for example, I make the changes here. John is absent because he is ill. He had been missing his classes for almost a week now. His mother is very worried about him. So over here you can see that I have replaced this only once in the beginning of the sentence, because we are representing John. Over here it is represented as an object. Just a second please. It's represented here as an object. Only once it is represented as an object, and rest of the places it is a pronoun. Is worried about him. Okay, so these are pronouns. So similarly you can see over here that John is absent because he is ill. The books are where you left them. So you and them are both what? They are pronouns. Next is verb. Any kind of action word is known as verb. It is used to express an action or state. For example, the girl wrote a letter to her cousin. So wrote is a verb because it denotes an action. It also connects your subject with the predicate. Okay. Kolkata is a big city, so is a verb here, although it comes under another category of verbs known as auxiliary verbs, but this is also a verb. Iron and copper are useful metals, again an auxiliary verb. Next, adverb. We have seen adjectives, those words which describe nouns. So adverbs are words which describe verb, an adjective or another adverb. So adverbs describe a verb, another adjective, an adjective or another adverb. So how they work, we will be seeing it. He worked the sum quickly. How did he work the sum? Quickly. So if I write it over here, he worked the sum quickly. When I write this, how did he work the sum? The question arises, how did he work the sum? How did he work the sum? He worked the sum, the answer would be over here, quickly. So this word quickly is what? It is an adverb. This is an adverb. Why? Because it describes the verb. It describes this verb. How did he work? He worked quickly. Similarly, next sentence, this flower is very beautiful. I say, this flower is very beautiful. How beautiful is it? Is the word between is and beautiful. Is beautiful, okay, very beautiful. So this word is actually describing the adjective over here. Here beautiful is what? Beautiful is the adjective. The word beautiful is the adjective over here. So this adverb very, it describes the degree. It is actually considered as adverb of degree. Adverb of degree. So we will study different types of adverbs also over here. She pronounced the word quite correctly. So over here you can see she pronounced the word how. She pronounced the word quite correctly. Correctly can also be considered as an adverb. Why? Because correctly describes how did she pronounce the word. She did pronounce the word correctly. And how correctly? Quite correctly. That is, we have two adverbs in this sentence. She pronounced the word quite correctly. So here you can see that there is a verb here. This is your verb. This is the verb. How did she pronounce? She pronounced the word correctly. So here it is answering the question how. How did she pronounce? She pronounced the word correctly. So correctly is an adverb. It is an adverb. Now, how correctly she answered the question? So again, it connects to this word quite. Quite is also another adverb which describes this adverb, that is correctly. So you can see that in the first sentence, here the adverb describes a verb. The first sentence it describes a verb. In the second sentence it describes an adjective, and in the third sentence it describes an adverb. So this is what is an adverb. Preposition. What are prepositions? A preposition is a word used with a noun or a pronoun to show how the person or thing denoted by the noun or pronoun stands in relation to something else. So prepositions are actually used to connect nouns and pronouns. How? There is a cow in the garden. So over here you can see there is a cow. Where? In the garden. So it is connecting this noun cow with this noun garden. Okay, so it is actually a connector. The girl is fond of music. Of. Girl is fond. Fond of what? Music. Next, a fair little girl sat under a tree. Sat where? Sat where in the tree? Over the tree, below the tree, under the tree. So that is what these words are. Prepositions. They are used with a noun or a pronoun to show how the person or thing denoted by the noun or pronoun stands in relation to something else. What is the relation of the cow with the garden? What is the relation of the girl with the music? Or where was the girl sitting? How is the girl connected to the tree? So this is how a preposition works. Conjunction. Words used to join words or sentences. For example, Rama and Hari are cousins. So let me explain this to you. Rama and Hari are cousins. So if I explore this, I could write Rama is Hari's cousin. Hari is Rama's cousin. So when I do it this way, it's actually two sentences which are connected by means of the conjunction over here, that is and. We can combine these two sentences by combining Rama and Hari because both of them have this word in common. They are cousins. They are each other's cousins. So we can simply connect them using the and say Rama and Hari are cousins. 2 and 2 make 4. So over here and is the conjunction. I ran fast but missed the train. So here also you can say that I ran fast, I missed the train. So how can you connect I ran fast but I missed the train, or but missed the train? So over here what is the connecting word? It is but. This is the connecting word which connects these two. Means in spite of running fast, I missed the train. Last of all is interjection. It is a word which expresses some sudden feeling like any kind of emotion. Interjection can be used to represent these things. Number 1, any emotion. Any feeling, anger, joy, excitement. Although all these things come under emotion, but I'm still exploring them, sorrow. So any kind of such thing can be expressed with the help of an interjection, like hooray, we have won the game. So over here, hooray is the interjection. Usually it is followed by an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. What is an exclamation mark? It is something like this. This is an exclamation mark. Alas, she is dead. So over here we are expressing what? Sorrow. In the first one it is excitement, happiness, whereas in the second one it is sorrow. Determiners. Although determiners are sometimes included in other parts of speech, okay, like for example this, that, these, it could be considered as adjective. Every, each, some, this can also be considered as adjective, but in modern English a separate part has been created to represent these words. Okay, so a, an and the, they basically come under the category of articles. A and the, they are articles. Later on we'll have a detailed discussion on articles, what they are used to do. So basically it's like you use an in front of words which start with vowels. Like A, E, I, O, U. So words which start with a vowel, you use an in front of them, like an umbrella, an eye. We say, sometimes we say it this way, keep an eye on the suspicious person. So we use the article over here, that is an. A is basically used in front of statements, in front of words which which start with a consonant. That is, all those letters of the English alphabet which are not vowels, they are known as consonants, like B, C, D and so on. They are F, G, H, these are all consonants. So we say, give me a glass of water. So here you can see we have used what? A, because the word after this, that is glass, it starts with G and G is a consonant. In the end, just one request to everyone, if you really benefit from this video, then please like my video, share my video and subscribe my channel. Please do not forget, like the video, share the video and subscribe my channel. And thank you all for your love and support.